I made a list of a few things at the beginning of the COVID-19 crisis. I said that we would go through 4 phases. The first phase was reveal. The second phase was reset. The third phase was going to be re-entry. And the fourth phase was revival or reformation. I wrote about those 4 phases, believing that the Lord had given me some insight about the arc that we would travel. And I have to tell you that some months later, I really believe that I was right, or the Lord was right, on the arc that we're going to travel. Reveal, reset, re-entry, and then revival or reformation. But I have to honestly also admit to you, I was wrong. I was wrong about the duration, how long this would take, and the depth. I have been amazed at the things that have been revealed. I made a short little list about some unsettling things. Haven't we been unsettled in several different areas? For instance, in health. Not only do we have the pandemic of this disease, but a number of other things have been revealed. For instance, did you know, I didn't, that 95% of our antibiotics come from outside this country, from a single source? I didn't know that. Family, think about this. How many of you pre-coronavirus had prayed at one time or another for more time with your family? Some of you are rethinking that prayer about right now. And you think about all the things that are going on with family and time and being sheltered in place and wearing masks and all of that. I was thinking about the reality of our economics. Most of us never even think about the business supply chain. Not so much now, but how many of you were worried about toilet paper? Are we going to have enough? And we never thought about supply chain before. Racial justice and social equality. We think about the pain-filled reality of our American history of slavery, Reconstruction, civil rights, the balance of law and order and the freedom of assembly and protest. I mean, those are huge challenges. Recent judicial decision is really addressing the whole issue of sexual orientation and gender identity in our society. And by the way, that's all just in the last few months. No wonder we want to be like Calgon and said, Calgon, take me away, or 2020 be gone. It's just a rough disequilibrium time of our lives. Here's what I've discovered. When life gets more complex and things start coming at me and I feel really unsettled, here's what I've learned. I've learned to go back to the basics, to get to really simple bottom line. So here's what I'd like to do today. I'd like to give you one Bible passage. It has 2 very powerful truths in it. We're going to take that one Bible verse, then explore those 2 truths, and that's it. I think it'll be helpful for you. The Bible scripture is in John 10:10. It's one of my favorite verses. It says, "The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. But I have come that they may have life and have it abundantly." Many, many years ago, I was in a restaurant with my dad. My dad was a Baptist minister, and he had ministered for many years, I think maybe 35 or 40 at the time. And I was having a conversation with my dad. I was a young denominational executive, also in a Baptist group. And I was just asking my dad, "Dad, you've been in ministry 30, 35 years. Do you have any regrets?" And he thought about it for just a moment. And then he said, "I have 2 regrets." And I remember being so amazed that he only had 2 real regrets that I wrote it down right away. He said his first regret was that he didn't pray for more people to be healed. He believed in the power of God to heal. And so what I've done for all my life since then, the last almost 30 years now, is that I've been praying for people to be healed. I believe God has the power to heal. The second thing my dad said is he wished he had taught people more clearly about the reality that we have an enemy of our soul. As soon as he spoke those words, my mind immediately went to John 10:10. John 10:10, the thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy. But I, speaking about Jesus, I have come that you might have life abundantly. The Bible verse is John 10:10. Here's the 2 things I want you to hear today. The key number 1 is this: the fingerprints of Satan. the fingerprints of Satan are that he comes to steal your hope, kill your dreams, and destroy your future. The second truth is this: the fingerprints of Jesus are that he comes to give you life abundantly.